are here in Cleveland, not Cincinnati. This is Cleveland. I think once you're in Ohio, it doesn't really matter where you are. And, you know, this is just, look at this beautiful facility out in the middle of frickin' nowhere. I'm very curious how this got picked as the location, because it's just, yeah, there's like nothing out here, except for this, which is phenomenal. We are here in Cleveland, not Cincinnati. This is Cleveland. I think once you're in Ohio, it doesn't really matter where you are. How about that? We're on Lake Erie. It's beautiful. All right, we are at the Spire Institute out here in Ohio, where it is very humid, which you probably already know, but having a good time so far. So far so good. I swim 2 races today, my first 2. That's going to be a little bit later today. I'm just about to head in that building behind me, which is the aquatic center, and gonna hop in, warm up, get used to the pool after they finish the 400 IM. There's a little bit of a break and warm up time, so this will be my first time getting in, get a feel for things, and then I've got a couple hours until my first event, which is the 200 backstroke. But enjoying things, like I said, so far. And you know, this is just, look at this beautiful facility out in the middle of frickin' nowhere. I'm very curious how this got picked as the location, because it's just, yeah, there's like nothing out here, except for this, which is phenomenal.
Winner, chicken dinner, lane number 3, with a time of 2:23:11.
Guys, day one long course nationals is in the books. Swam the 200 backstroke and the 100 breast today. So excited to be out here. The weather's actually been gorgeous. It's supposed to be super rainy. I think it rained last night and it wasn't too bad today. So just got to really enjoy things, of course, mostly indoors, but after a day of swimming, this is certainly gorgeous to come back to, obviously. How did today go? So it went well. I always want to swim my race as well, regardless of what the outcome is. I want to make sure that my effort that I pour forth into it, that it's inspired, that it's an inspired effort. And of course, if I, have a best time, it's even better. Today, we're both best time. Let me just put it this way. A number of years ago, I had kind of a moonshot goal, if you will, to win a national championship, to go from being, being scared of the water into having like a phobia of having my face in the water, submersion, to, it originally started with just wanting to overcome that. And then so I took some swim lessons. And then I ended up getting into master's program. Then I had a dream one day maybe I could compete. Then I had a dream that maybe someday I could qualify for nationals. And then, of course, had a dream even further of eventually maybe winning a national championship. And that was, like I said, the moonshot goal for me. So today, however, that came to fruition. Here's a little patch. Got a medal for it too, obviously, but this is highly coveted on my list to be a national champion. Now, it's interesting how this came about because I was technically the only person in my age group that signed up for the 200 backstroke, which is kind of crazy. And so it wasn't necessarily how I imagined winning my first national championship, but you know what? There's a couple lessons that came out of this that I want to share with you. One of them is just freaking showing up, man. There's people that could have beat me, that could have shown up and didn't. And if there's one thing that I've really learned is you can put yourself in a position to win. You can't make yourself win. You can't control other people. You can't control a lot of factors. You can't control how fast the pool is. There's a lot out of our control, but we can show up. That is something that's very much under our control. And it's something I've really worked on being diligent at. Showing up to the meets, showing up to practice every single day in, day out, like training, never missing a day. Year in, year out. And a lot of it is that I had ground to make up. A lot of the people that I'm swimming against were, they swam since they were little kids. Some of them, they swam in high school and college. Some of them were collegiate champions. Some of them went through Olympic trials. Some of them had been to the Olympics. So I had a lot of ground to make up. And one thing is just, again, positioning yourself to win, showing up, no matter what. Because you know what, sometimes you show up and you're the only person that does, as was the case today. The other lesson that came out of this, because it wasn't how I pictured this was gonna go down, but I'm so happy, I'm so grateful, I'm so appreciative. And the second lesson is this. If you will show up and you're willing to have a goal, an objective, a dream, and really reach for something that's frankly impossible at one point, unobtainable, sometimes something much bigger than you, a greater force, completely moves all the competition out of your way, just to show that it wasn't in your power and that you didn't have to do everything in your power. It moves everything out of your way so that the field is cleared and you can take the gold and you can move forward. And so having that has really, really been a blessing. It's some great lessons there. I hope that something in there is something that'll inspire you and help compel you to move forward in whatever your journey is and whatever your impossible goal, your impossible dream, whatever that is. Reach for it, be willing to show up every day, and then pray that something bigger than you takes hold, because when it does, that's when dreams are dreams are made. That's when they come to fruition. All right, guys, have a great night.
Okay, as we go out the plaza, key number 8 of 12, could I see Brittany Free of Long Beach Masters? Brittany Free of Long Beach Masters, please. If you're out there, you Long Beachers, you, and Brittany, you as well, most especially, please come.
We are here at a restaurant in Ohio, Geneva, Ohio. It's a wine place. There's a vineyard. Check it. Also, I didn't know this, but Ohio is the home of healthy food. I could feel my arteries clogging, so I stopped. I only took a couple bites of this one. My wife helped me with this one. I'm sorry if you're from Ohio. This is interesting. Good day to you, ladies and gents. I wanted, after having a little bit of time to reflect, to kind of sum up and give a little bit more information about the meet and how things went overall. My swimversary, my 9-year swimversary, just happened, and it was so amazing to be able to go to this meet and to swim. Medaled. I swam 6 events. Medaled in all 6. I set 5 PRs, so that was pretty awesome to have. These improvements over my previous performances is really, really neat, and I just feel so blessed and very grateful for it. Just a lot of things had to come together for that to happen. Out of the races I did, I had 1 7th place, 1 5th, 2 4th places, and 2 1st places, so 2 national titles. And I'm just I'm pumped about it, and I'm very grateful for all the people that have surrounded me and helped me over the years, different coaches, teammates. My wife, she is absolutely amazing, and I just have to send a huge shout out. I keep telling her, hey, like, we did it, and she's like, you did it. I'm like, this would not have happened without other people, and especially without her. She's just an amazing woman, and to be there supporting me in the way that she does is absolutely mind-blowing. So I'm very grateful to her. And the last thing I kind of wanted to touch on here was something that popped up at the meet that was quite interesting. And this is the type of thing I like to think about if I feel like I've got it hard, or I'm tired one morning, or my life is really difficult, or I just can't get to the gym because I have kids and they have busy schedules, and like the excuses people make, that I make, that we make. And I like to think about people like this. There was a dude that swam at nationals, and he doesn't have arms. I imagine that's fairly difficult to do. And it was amazing to watch this guy swim, and to swim well, right? And to just take advantage of what his advantages, right? Like, that's all you can do. You can't, you can be upset about the, your disadvantages, so-called, or you can just take advantage of your advantages and get out there and set an example and inspire other people by getting after it, by going out there and doing things that other people would say are impossible, and you show up and you make it happen like that guy did, and you inspire everybody there. And he's going to inspire a lot of people outside of this, and I hope that a lot of people, watching this video, there may be something in there for you, or you could encourage somebody that maybe feels like they're not enough because of whatever. And it's like, you know what? There's people out there setting examples. And the fact of the matter is, we're all setting examples. Every single one of us, every day, little choices, how we do things, what we do, all of it. And we can all do our part to inspire, to uplift, to encourage other people. And it's a really easy thing not to do, quite frankly. It's really easy not to encourage somebody, or to compliment them on something, or to just give them a kind word or a smile or something that you might feel is insignificant. But if you have extra in your life to give, let's say that you have really good energy on a particular day and you're just feeling great, the birds are all singing, the sun is shining in your world, all of that, great. You've got an abundance out of which to give and to encourage and to uplift somebody else. Just your presence being there. You don't even necessarily have to do anything. That's the big key, is just being who you are and showing up and being present. Likewise, if you are having a day that's not super great and you're not feeling very well, maybe stuff is going on, crud in your life, etc., well, you can still be an encourager, and you may not feel like it, but that's one of the best ways to get out of a funk, is to be there for somebody else, to get outside of yourself, even when you feel like you have nothing to give. Those are the times that you will find out how much you actually do have if you will extend yourself, and you'll find that even the times you feel like you have nothing in the tank, you do have abundance. And so that's a lesson that can apply to everything from business to sports to leadership to just personal life. And I really appreciate you guys joining me in this journey. I hope you have enjoyed this, and I would just tell you to go out, do the impossible, and inspire others. Thanks so much, guys. Take care.